Welcome to the final case of Ace Attorney, Game 1, the game that is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I'm Phoenix Wright, I'm the Ace Attorney, and this is I'm Gonna Rise from the Ashes in episode 5, the last game of the first game. Anyways, I wonder what's gonna happen. Whoa! That's a city. Is this a city? Is it? I think it's raining outside. Animation. That's crazy. Build 2 murders at the same time. Knife. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. February 22nd, why? Sorry, I can't help you. Defend yourself in court. I've got to be sad. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. You're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait. You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please! I'm out of time. But, please, you have to help. It's my sister. Your sister, Maya? Could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Ema. My name's Ema Skye. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Okay. Ema, what was it? Ema, was it? So you're a scientific investigator. Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year, so you're not 16 yet. Almost 16 means it wasn't 16. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensic in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Great. Another future professional in training. Okay. So, what's this about a case? You said the trial is tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right, I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? So, you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very, very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. But what's your relationship with Mia specifically? My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I was little. It doesn't matter. 222 in the year 2016. Oh, was it probably 2017 now. I wonder what's wrong with Ema. Is it Emma or Ema? I wonder what's going on with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. God, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, is it just your sister? No excuses. Or did you not want a raise this year, Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Skye. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters. One a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Ema, Lana, I mean, they're just like Mia and Maya. The names are too dissimilar though, so it's probably nothing. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? No, it's nothing. There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is, me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's disposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk. Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What? Mr. Wright, what does it mean? Well, it means that the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So, you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That, was probably why she was attracted to me. Hey, yo. Excuse me? You're intellectually attracted. Unfortunate. Oh. It could be both. It could be both. You never know. You should... There's no need for you to step in here, okay? Okay? Intellectually attracted. Lana was the top of her... She was the top? Lana was the top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None. But, Lana... Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes? But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everyone liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm just having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Alright, let's go. Wow. Fancy. Blue. So, this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey, everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my co-workers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there. You're expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? Oh. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them dojies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall. Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, bambina, I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the... You know what... Do you know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Was that hombre a friend of yours? Kinda, sorta, yeah, he's a detective who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Okay. Well, no, okay. He told us to leave, but that's fine. Look! A door! This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Okay. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. Uh-huh. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. Whoa, there's something inside it. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Oh, look. I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of L shift. Whoa. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID number 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess. So, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Okay, a telephone. Yeah, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See? You can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Interesting. Why is it broken, though? This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade, hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Okay, what's this? An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Okay, a ladder. Aha! A ladder. That's a stepladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Look, a stylish glass-walled room, very nice. You could see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe? Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Okay, I can't investigate. Okay. Ah, a wall. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Some kind of dual purpose? Aha! The theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe, you know, it was Mr. Relativity, German? Or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Yeah, Mr. Relativity, who invented special relativity and also general relativity. Oh, I can slide. I see. Yep. This is the... Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you've got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here is our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Gah, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You wanna know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for riddles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a caressa you like. Prospector's office. Where does this guy think he is, and when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vittles, Saloon, Caressa. Maybe we should check out this room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Great! Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Us? Oh. What's this? She couldn't be... You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Hello? Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough up, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? I was the one who did it, by the way. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star, don't you go forgetting it. Or, before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yipes, she means it. Hey, yo. It's the case. Okay. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that this daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors! They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence, so you did it. And yesterday, they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew! The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So, what exactly was it that you witnessed, Mrs. Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second. You know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunch boxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. Oh, only true connoisseurs can understand. Is that what? Okay. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Show's Trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Starr, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. And did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Starr? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Starr was involved in some kind of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning. Scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Fascinating. Well, I have the High Prosecutor's office to go to. Is that the samurai? Is that the samurai? Is that the coat that Miles Edgeworth? That's crazy. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice! Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth! Huh? You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once, and... Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you. I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, I was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty, bright red sports car in the parking lot. You mean mine? Hmm? That would be my car. What of it? It's your car. I'll say one thing. She certainly can scream. Examine. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. A few months ago, there was this woman named Wendy Oldbags. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? No! She's an old woman. I don't think so. Ooh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing! The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Wow! This jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story for why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Of prosecutors. Oh, king of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So? Oh, so that K, that's, K stands for king? Yeah, you've got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Wow. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. Blue. Okay, Miles. The Red Knights have surrounded the Blue's pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges. Surrounding a pawn with spiking hair? Nah, it's nothing. Oh, wow. Only a pawn left? That game is so over. Whoa! These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Step ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. But what? Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case file reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. I see. I keep picturing Detective Gumshoe because he's the one doing all the polishing, and he's the one fetching all the case files. Allegedly. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth walking. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool. Okay, sorry Edgeworth for leaving you hanging there. I just had to check out every single thing in your room. I was curious, okay? Hey Edgeworth, to be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life. Impossible to stop. He's smiling. What? But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Okay. So, the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait... So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Ema Skye. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah... Now I remember. You've, really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? That's crazy, but can you give me the evidence as to why she didn't do it, though? Chief Prosecutor Skye? Yes. We first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then... why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Fascinating. No prince. He must have learned his lesson from the last murder he committed. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Okay. I should not show him things. Hey, what do you think of this? I should, honestly. I'll do that. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright, huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? That was what I was first thinking. But then I thought, well, what's the harm? Maybe he'll like me if I give him things. I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm just gonna start getting depressed. Okay. Well, I guess... Hey, what do you think of this? Here's my defense attorney badge. I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago. What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yet, my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. Well, you can literally just, like, change careers at any time. Probably. So, basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes. Right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. It's broken because the king breaks the defense of the defense attorneys. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Yeah, so like... so what do you think about this evidence? It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you. He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? Well, okay, well, that's the facade, it's the front. Nah, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow, so he does like me. Okay. Can't you just, like, tell me what your strategy is? I think you should tell me what your strategy is. What do you think of this? Could you take a look at this? You, yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at me. You must have to brew the teas a long time to get rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it. So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Wow, okay. Maybe there's something I forgot to ask. Oh, there it is. Maybe I should ask more about the day of the crime. Let's ask more about it. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. there's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Interesting. A parking stub. Thank you for the parking stub, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. This will not be evidence. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. That's crazy. Bro left his car for 3 minutes. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you'd direct that suspicious glare elsewhere.
Excuse me, but is this Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises?
I'm Edgeworth. What is it?
I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Skye? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all.
Skye, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir.
Huh? I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated.
Sir, but, sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir.
Give me your name.
Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins.
Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month.
Oh, but sir, I didn't know.
Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Right. Yes, sir. God, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. Oh, okay, time to go to the police department. Hello. Time to go to the police department. Oh, the mascot. Right, I remember now. Ew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Huh? Hold on, what's that? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know, this is the blue badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Well, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast.
Hey, pal, what are you doing here?
That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there?
What?
Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information.
Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal.
Okay, everyone stop reading my inner monologue, okay? That is very rude.
Okay, so tell me about the case, pal. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
Why not?
Huh?
Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She said she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yes, well, no, come on, pal, there's plenty of evidence against her.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second?
Huh? Me?
Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Skye's sister.
Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister?
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down.
You don't want to be overheard using words like faked.
Huh? It's just, it's a sensitive issue with us these days.
So, tell us about that information, you know? So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs.
Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time?
What do you mean this time?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you. I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of the police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy.
A patrolman is in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal.
A patrolman, you'll say. Well, that's fascinating. Well, I can go. Okay, let me show you what I got. So, what do you think of this?
Oh, I can investigate it.
This must be the victim's blood, right?
Either that, or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple.
What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this, anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman.
Now there's a scary thought. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Skye to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Okay. Tell me about this, huh?
Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield, and why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason.
I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently, he's forgotten. But I know.
But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Huh? Hey, pal. This is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it in to the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time.
Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar.
Ah, my mistake. What? Didn't you work together?
Whoa! Now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim.
That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, can you? So, this ID card belonged to the victim?
He was a detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Huh. Don't you think it's a little strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office, and there's a distance of 30 minutes by taxi with not even that bad traffic to get there. That's interesting.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but what is that Chief Prosecutor Skye called him out there to the parking lot?
And Lana's confessing as much? Tell us about Edgeworth's troubles, though.
He's in a tough spot. Again.
Again?
Yeah, after the murder that he committed.
That you helped him get off scot-free for.
Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering, they're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious.
I had no idea he was under the gun.
Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself.
What?
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us.
All right. Well. What do you think about this, huh?
Found in Mr. Fascinating. What would drive that? Yeah. Wait, I didn't mean it. What? Someone else did it. Oh, what could have happened? Is that it? I showed you this, I showed you this, I showed you that.
Hey, what do you think of this? Detective, here's my attorney's badge.
You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge. Enough said.
I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. Wait, speaking of ID cards, I found that detective's card, didn't I? Oh yeah, maybe I should show it to this guy. I already did that. I did that already. Okay, so I think I can examine this guy. I was wondering about that.
What, the dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece.
You made this, Detective Gumshoe?
The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die.
Poor blue badger, fated to dance until he drops. Huh.
And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe?
We met the guy who is,
what was his name? The guy in the parking lot.
That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police.
Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer from West LA.
For a moment there, I wasn't sure.
Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
Oh, thank you. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there and no one will look at you twice, pal.
Fascinating. I was wondering about that.
What? It's my masterpiece.
Okay. It didn't have the check mark, so I thought that you would say something new. There you are. Who's this guy, huh? Look at him. Look! That parole man is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective.
And then I said, hey, you do that? Your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious. So I laughed so hard I cried.
I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair.
A good pair, you say?
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda. Not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or do they not have those at your zoo? No answer. The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here.
Do you know this face? If you do, call 911.
You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. He has a point. Okay. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Stop licking the boot. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Just look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest busts. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. No, they're talking about a really funny... Oh, hang on, there was another... The doors. I have to look at the doors. I'm sorry. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow, the thought fails to excite me. This is the effect that propaganda shows are having on our youth. It looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall? Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Wait a minute. Jake Marshall in charge of the crime scene. Is he also the one who's also... Anyways. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who have lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Would you mind reading this for me? What's this, I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? That old cow dog. He's holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look. Where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in, then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Okay. Strike out for lanes unknown. Manifest destiny. Okay, let's have a hootenanny. As note to self, police investigations are like settling land. True. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. I tear it up. I crumple it. That's crazy. Just one question for you. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest. A fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Wow, thanks. Death due to loss of blood. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Okay, so an hour and a half after 4 p.m. He did not die before 4 p.m. Okay. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Skye and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back.
So, there's no motive.
Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector.
But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot?
So it seems. They're calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon.
I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective.
You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas.
You are from West LA, okay?
Huh? I was one of them fancy-shoed detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth.
Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina?
So why are you in charge?
No reason. We're just shut on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime.
Detective Gumshoe is sitting around with nothing to do. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh?
Edgeworth?
That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, you don't realize it yet.
Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? But why? Huh? I don't get it.
Alright, compadre. Count to 3, huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas.
Remind me never to visit Texas.
Okay.
Okay, time to do my investigation. And this rope, is it?
Yep.
They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So, wait. The victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Wait, what is 3? Okay. Let me just take this. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out?
Yup.
Right. Let's check it out. Oh, yeah, okay. What's this? What? Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know? Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. I see the series is just as popular as ever with the kids. Okay. Oh, it's blue. It's blue. It's blue. Is there a better way to do this? There's got to be a better way to do this. Zoom in. Aha. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Whatever, let's just check this phone out. That redial button. Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self. A defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Oh yeah. Hey, that song. I know that.
Hey, what's going on over here?
Sorry.
I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that their phone, didn't you?
Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Skye.
What? It's my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she spoke only for a few seconds according to this.
Who did she call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones.
Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone.
What? Your phone?
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone, a wrong number.
I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner.
For lying? Oh, uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Fascinating. Call? A call. Made to... was it made to me or A block? This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Okay. A car. B block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car from over there. Far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like that cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it, and you'll be fine. Okay, it's fine. It's cannibalism. It's fine. Cannibalism. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Well, okay. Well, I've investigated what I need to. So, what now? So, there's no there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but, there's a gold mine of evidence against her. Huh? And the prosecutor tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Is there something between this cop and her sister I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office.
Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here. But who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable, because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But, they are off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but, it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their gun with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? Huh. That's fascinating. Edgeworth. Never mind.
Well, what about this, huh?
Ah, a toy shield. Suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knife, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self. The prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it. They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you.
What about this?
What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card. Strangely enough, we found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance in this rat hole. If you want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas? This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. This is... okay. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang with the pros. Alright, compadre, count to 3, huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna show me evidence. 5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow-like. A trot? My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 days later. 3 minutes later. 3 days later. 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prosecutor was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red's horse. So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. Well, you're gonna... Alright, compadre, count on 3. I'm gonna shoot you. My sister's cell phone. The last time it was used was 5:18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night. Why did Lana make that call? Why did Lana make that call?
Oh.
What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. 67512. Look, something's written on it. 6-7. 5-12-2. Oh, 6-7 as 6-7s. Okay. You're right. Let's see. 6-7 as 12-2. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self. For deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report and a note from the victim and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Beep. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. There's something sinister going on here. Something that I'm going to have to get to the bottom of. Yes, I will save my progress. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to get to the bottom of this. I smell a major conspiracy. But that is something that I will have to, that's something I'll have to get to the bottom of tomorrow, during the trial forma, whatever that means. Alright, see you then.